introduction.
Sorry, Vic.
Didn't mean to do that.
That's the way we're supposed to start.
We mean to say hello. Fantastic Fitness, EJ Manuel, Joey Galloway. I am Matt Berry. Week 2 of the college football season. But before that, I want to go back to week 1. During USF's first game of the season, they were hosting Boise State. I found this fan in the stands in Florida gear at a South Florida game.
What is she doing?
You know what we learned? If you're a Florida fan, do not sleep on South Florida. Better yet, don't go to their yard and sleep when they're coming to your yard in week 2, as we saw in the swamp. Byron Brown, you know him by now, coming back from injury this year, and boy, has he made a difference early on. 9-6 at this point. DJ Lagway picked off.
This is the only turnover in the game, but Florida had 11 penalties in this game.
James Chenault picks him off, and then Byron Brown. This guy, Keyshawn Singleton, had the big touchdown in week 1. This one, 66 yards.
An amazing catch. Byron Brown giving his receiver a chance to make a play. He doesn't take the rest of the way.
You cannot do
too many mistakes.
that.
Sloppy play will hurt you against a good team like USF.
That is a safety. That is 15-9. Here comes Lagway, UJ Wilson. Maybe they get the lead back. Maybe they start to breathe a little bit.
When Florida needed to play, DJ Lagway delivered.
But then when South Florida needed to play, Byron Brown delivered. Chaz Nimrod, the Tennessee transfer, for 16.
Brown was 23 of 36 for 263 yards.
Give it to a Grammatica. 58-yarder. It was... Would we have an Automatica situation coming up? Alex Golesh tried to call timeout. Official didn't see him. So, ball for South Florida. Alvon Isaac stuffed at the line. After the play, Brendan Betts spits in the face of Cole Skinner.
What is
Did he not watch the Philly game?
Thinking.
You cannot fix stupid. Byron Brown, an opportunity. Alvon Isaac, 29 yards.
This is USF wanting it more.
Absolutely.
They wanted it more. They had 3 guys to make a tackle in the backfield, and they don't.
Joey, you know who wanted it most? Grammatica, because the game winner is Automatica. In South Florida, 2 ranked games, 2 ranked wins. They go into the swamp and get it done.
A bunch of guys that bought into a vision when it probably wasn't super cool, huh? And they're just sick of hearing, man, one and whatever, South whatever. These guys are bulls, they bought in, and it paid off.
We contributed too much to their success, you know. The last thing I want to say is I don't want to discredit South Florida, okay? I think they did a lot of good things out there. I have respect for how they play. Give them some credit for hanging around and finding a way to win the game, okay? You know, but I do think that we had our opportunities to win the game tonight. We got to go get it done.
Now, how about this? Florida suffered its first home loss to a team from Florida not named Miami or Florida State since 1938.
Stetson was good back then.
Stetson? Oh, they were a gauntlet. They were a threat in those
I don't know
college
what
games
happened to
every
them
week.
since, but they were good back then.
It became a cologne. Things don't get easier for Napier and the Gators. Their next 2 games, LSU and at Miami. Bounce back week. Let's talk about it. You learned about 1983, the last time we had a national champion who lost its season opener. Hurricanes fell to Florida in the opener before rattling off 11 straight wins to claim their first national title. This is to say things are in play still for Texas. Arch Manning as we head to Austin. He was the story on Saturday because he was the story in week 1. He did not play well, so he wanted to know how he'd play against San Jose State. Quite fine, thank you. 83 yards, Parker Livingstone.
I love the play call right here. You had Wingo do a clear out on the post, opens up Livingstone. He does the rest of the work.
Bevo takes a 7-0 lead. You see Arch on the sideline. He just exhaled. He was starting to have fun after Texas forced a turnover again, manning to Livingstone.
Livingstone's become his most reliable receiver so far. Had 4 catches in this game for 128 and 2 touchdowns.
First career 100-yard receiving game for Livingstone, and then now it's the tight end getting involved. Jack Endries, 36 yards off the play fake.
And Jack Endries was a huge get for Texas in the transfer portal. Coming out of Cal, a great target right there at the scene.
So he's found 2 guys he likes, Livingstone and Endries again.
And they found some plays they like.
Yeah.
These are amazing play calls. Guys wide open, and Manning has made the defense pay.
Little bit of a mistake here. He comes off his spot. Pass gets picked. You never want to give up the ball in the score area.
And again, look, sometimes the down is over, and this is something that Arch's going to have to continue to learn. Do not put the ball in harm's way, especially down inside the red zone. You technically got 3 points if you just keep it in your possession.
So a turnover for Arch. And Joe, I think another thing we saw on Saturday, we know he's athletic, and when the play broke down, he can do this as well. He can use his legs.
He has a lot of time in the pocket. Coverage downfield, nowhere to go. He sees it. You still would like to see him do this a second earlier, take off, make a play.
At least for one Saturday, things are looking up for Art Sark in Texas.
You know, he played aggressive throughout the week. You know, he studied the game plan. He knew exactly what we were trying to do. And I thought today he played more of his style. You know, yeah, there's some plays here and there that we're going to look at and maybe can do that or do this, but and that's natural. But I thought he played aggressively. I thought like that.
I thought I went out there and made a few more plays, but once again, he wasn't very efficient and a little sloppy. Too many penalties.
Our quarterback and receiver up here. We'll talk about Arch's day in just a bit, but he finished with 295 passing yards, the second most in a game in his career. By the way, 4 touchdown passes tied for his career high. Texas will have 2 more tune-up games before its road trip to Gainesville on October 4th. It was the marquee matchup on paper in Norman, hosted game day, Oklahoma and Michigan. Former Sooner Sharon Moore in Michigan facing Oklahoma. First matchup between these teams since the 1976 Orange Bowl. That's going back.
How about the catch by Shannon?
I know. Mateer loves this guy.
This is a great throw between the safeties. Great catch.
Kanik just looks like OU. Deion Burks, Boomer up 7-0.
You know the big difference in this OU offense? Just the speed, the sheer ability to hit the edge and get in for 6.
And then again, off the tackle, Mateer running, touchdown. How about Bryce Underwood, the true freshman? He's got a good handoff in Justice Haynes.
How about Haynes?
They cut it 14-7, yeah.
Haynes breaks out here, 19 carries, 125 yards in this touchdown, and this keeps Michigan in the game. They have to run the ball offensively. That's what they're known for.
First play from scrimmage, third quarter, so here we go. Then Mateer gets out of the pocket. How about this effort, both throw and catch?
Yeah, I mean, look, the effort to get out of the sack right there and then to put it up on a shelf and allow your receiver to make a play. Big-time stuff.
So Oklahoma in business, then Mateer with his feet. 21-10. So Underwood in Michigan.
Look at the arm on this young man.
I mean, it's there. What a grab.
Amazing catch. Underwood's going to be outstanding. Have a great game in this one. He's going to be a really good quarterback.
So Donovan McCulley, maybe the catch of the day, and they were a lot of coaches, but then the defense steps up when they needed to. Oklahoma statement win, 24-13.
We're going right now. We're live on TV right now. What do you think about winning over Michigan, a game of blue bloods, a historic matchup, and you just won it, John?
We've been excited for this game for a long time, and I'm proud of these guys. I mean, we beat them, and we didn't play our best game with a bunch of turnovers, a bunch of things we need to clean up. I'm so proud of my teammates.
You said when you walked on this field last week to play, it was surreal.